Okay, thank you to invite me to participate to this third International Symposium on Lightning. I am really working at the laboratory de physique of Clermont. And the purpose of my presentation will be the study of the thermodynamic states of the plasma produced by lightning and the calculation of chemical composition, thermodynamic and transport properties. So several measurements have been made to measure the electrical field inside the lightning. And for example, at the surface on Earth, at Mount Hermon in Israel, the author have found measurements of electrical field around 10,000 volts per meter here. And also inside the lightning with some measurements that reach 100,000 Kelvin kilovolt per meter here and also here, just below the breakdown electrical field. So we want to study what are the role of this electrical field on the states of the plasma. So, for example, on the Earth level, we will have around 20 kilovolt per meter. And in troposphere level, you will have 100 kilovolt per meter. So since the electrons are accelerated in the electrical field, and also the mobility of electrons are higher than the mobility of heavy species, we can reach inside the plasma two temperatures, one temperature for electron and the other for heavy species temperature. We also have to remark that in the classical electrical arc, we reach an electrical field around 1 kilovolt per meter. So if we evaluate the energy gained by electrons inside the electric field with the energy lost by electrons during collision with heavy species, we can estimate the thermal non-equilibrium versus the heavy species temperature. So here we have several electrical fields, and we saw that around 3,000 Kelvin to 4,000 Kelvin, we can reach a thermal non-equilibrium around 2. So we can estimate that sometimes the plasma inside the lightning can be out of thermal equilibrium. Another remark is that about the current waveform. For example, here, this is measurements of the current waveform on an aircraft. We see several pulses that can have 5 milliseconds of duration. And also with this current waveform, with the rocket triggered lightning, here we have also several pulses. So since this is fast phenomenon, fast impulsion, its chemical equilibrium is reached inside the plasma. For study that, we have made a kinetic chain with several chemical reactions, 35. We study only a simple model of air with only nitrogen and oxygen. We have to precise that the chemical reaction is not well known. So to study the reverse reaction, we calculate the reverse coefficient rate with the chemical equilibrium obtained at chemical equilibrium. So we are sure to reach the good chemical composition at chemical equilibrium. So here we have some representation of the results. For example, an altitude of 0 on Earth. We will have the nitrogen-oxygen evolution versus time here. So you will reach the chemical equilibrium here. We will have an evolution of oxygen that dissociate to give mono-oxygen here, and also monoxide of nitrogen here with an evolution, and the ionized species here. We remark, since the pressure is lower at 10 kilometers, we will reach the chemical equilibrium with a time longer than at 0 kilometers. Also, if we take into account the thermal non-equilibrium that we have studied previously, we can remark that the chemical equilibrium for the neutral species will take much more time, but for the ionized particle, the chemical equilibrium is reached for a time lower. Again, for the altitude, we see that the chemical equilibrium need much more time for the neutral species here to be reached. So now we can say, due to the high electrical field, the thermal non-equilibrium cannot be reached. Due to the impulsion of currents, the chemical non-equilibrium cannot be reached also. But in any case, if we assume that the time of the lightning is higher than 1 millisecond, and that at this time, the chemical equilibrium can be estimated to be reached, and also the electrical field have a low value. So we can estimate that the thermal equilibrium is reached. Now we will study the transport coefficient. Why the transport coefficient are a necessity? Because if you want to modeling with the magnetodynamic models, you will need the electrical conductivity, the diffusion coefficient, the enthalpy, the thermal conductivity, the viscosity. And if you want to study the radial temperature with an Ehrenberg calculation, you will need the electrical conductivity and the thermal conductivity here. So we need to know this coefficient before to start this calculation. The electrical conductivity can be estimated with the potential on the lightning, and also with the current here. But we have to know the length of the lightning and also the diameter of the lightning. And also, when you have a higher electrical conductivity, the Joule effect will be higher. About the thermal conductivity, there is a famous law, the Fourier law. When you have a hot area and a cold area, the energy flux will be in the sense of the higher temperature to the cold area. So when you have a higher thermal conductivity, you can cool the plasma much more easily. Also about the viscosity, we have when you have a slide that move here, if you have a force here, it is related between the gradient of speed here with the viscosity here. So when you have a lower viscosity, the movement of this slide can be made easily. Now, to determine the transport coefficient, we will use the Shackman-Enskog theory, and we have to know all the interaction between species, between neutral species. So for that, we will use potential, the Hilbert-Hirschfelder potential, the phenomenological potential, Lennard-Jones potential. We have to study the literature to find the good potential in this case. About charge neutral interaction, we will use dipole moment and also the transfer of charge. And between charge particle, we have to calculation the screen Coulomb potential that depends on the Debye length, and the Debye length is sometimes calculate with two methods, one taking into account ions and electrons, and the other taking into account only the electrons. And this Debye length depends on the composition of the plasma. Now, since we assume that we are at chemical equilibrium and at thermal equilibrium, to determine the composition, we will use a Gibbs free energy minimization method. So first, we will study a simple air plasma with only nitrogen and oxygen here. We saw the composition versus the temperature of this kind of plasma. Here we have the nitrogen that dissociate here to give monoatomic nitrogen. Also for the oxygen here, we observe that the oxygen dissociate to give monoatomic oxygen. And here we have a high amount of monoxide of nitrogen. And about the ionized particle, we saw that when you increase the temperature, the ionized particle increase also, and also the electrons. So when you calculate the viscosity here, we saw that the viscosity increased until 10,000 Kelvin, and after decrease. This is due to the cross section of all the interaction. Since when the ionized particle becomes higher, the cross section are different than the cross section that we use for the neutral species. Now about the thermal conductivity. The thermal conductivity is a summation of four thermal conductivity, one for electrons, one for heavy species, one for a chemical reaction, and the other for internal conductivity. So here we have the conductivity due to electrons that increase with the augmentation of electron concentration. Here you have the heavy species conductivity due to this heavy species. Here, due to the internal degree of freedom from the heavy species. And one that is really important is the thermal conductivity due to chemical reaction. Here you have the dissociation of O2 that can be related to this peak here. And here you have the nitrogen here, and with this dissociation that can be related to this peak. And here you have the ionization of the SB species, and that correspond to this peak. So now we can compare this thermal conductivity with the other author. We found some good relation with the other author, but here we have a great difference with the work of Boulos et al. This is due to the way of calculation of the Debye range. we take into account the ionized heavy species particle ionized, but here the author do not take into account this particle, but take into account only the electrons. So we have, you see, around a factor 2 between our result with these results. Now about the electrical conductivity. We saw here the evolution of electrons versus temperature. The electrons increases, so the electrical conductivity also increases. So the electrical conductivity follows the concentrations of electrons. Now, if we have an interaction with soils, we know that we create fulgurate. We will study that. And also, if we have during a storm updraft, we have some dust that will go inside the lightning. Donc, here we see a fossilized fulgurate. And from this fulgurate have been found in the Sahara, we can determine the composition of this fulgurate and evaluate the gas inside this bubble. We have made some calculation, and again, we have the molar fraction versus the temperature. We see all these chemical species, but in this case, we have some silica. And here we have this silica in liquid form and at low temperature in solid form. This silica, liquid silica, appear around a temperature of 3000 Kelvin. Here. So in one way, when we have some dust inside the lightning, you will spend energy to vaporize this silica, so you decrease the temperature. But we will see now the influence of the silica on the transport coefficient. For that, we will study three mixtures. One mixture with air, but in air now we take into account argon and CO2, silica, and water. And a mixture with plenty of air, little of silica, but with the same amount of water. Here we represent the concentrations of the chemical species versus the temperature. We remark for the plasma with a high amount of silica, the silica here, monoxide of silicium here have a high amount that we do not find for the mixture with a large amount of air. Again, we have some dissociation. The main species here will be oxygen. And for the large amount of air, it will be nitrogen. And after you have electrons. So from this calculation of composition, the first remark is that the light will be different. The color of light will be different since the chemical species will be different. Now, the influence of the thermal on the mixture on the thermal conductivity. We saw that when you have a large amount of silica, the thermal conductivity decreases. You see, all this peak, we will have a decrease of this thermal conductivity. So the plasma will cooled more slowly with this amount of silica. So when you have some dust inside the lightning, the behavior of the lightning will be different since we can cool it in another way. Again, with the viscosity is lower. So since the viscosity is lower, the movement of the slice that we have studied before will be easily in this case. So the lightning can move more easily. About the electrical conductivity, for the large amount of silica here, you will have a Joule effect much more important here, since the electrical conductivity will be higher. So arrive in my conclusion. We have seen that due to the variation of pressure of the electrical field and the time, it is there is a chemical phenomena very complex, and it is complex to determine the thermodynamic and the transport properties inside this kind of plasma. During the lightning, the thermodynamic states will be hardly determined and known, because you have the chemical non-equilibrium, thermal non-equilibrium. Also, we have several gradients. So it is hard to determine really the composition inside the lightning. The initial composition, that is to say, if we add some sounds or some other species, will change drastically the thermal properties. So we'll change the emission of light, the color of emission, and also the way of, for example, the cooling of the plasma, and also of the electrical conductivity, with some effect on the Joule effect to heat the plasma. With our model, we do not take nuclear reaction into account. That can change also drastically the composition. Now we have to check all the interaction that we have taken into account and see the influence of all parameters on a simple case, like in the case of a column. Thank you very much for your attention.
Okay.